Banda was to be discharged, and the police had come through to pick him up. Upon arrival, he asked for counsel, and when I arrived, I inquired from the hospital as to whether Mr. JJ was in a position to appear at the police for purposes of giving any statement, seeing that he's suffering from what are called seizures due to the stress and trauma that he underwent at the time of his abduction. And as of yesterday, it is reported that he suffered a seizure last night, yet the hospital has made a decision to discharge him this morning. And we can only say that, or speculate that it could have been at the request of the police. I did indicate to the police that perhaps it would be good to seek the opinion of the doctor as to whether he should be further stressed or be allowed to recover before he could issue a statement, knowing very well that they came to pick him up, not for purposes of investigation of his abduction, because as you may have noticed, the state is slowly trying to peddle the narrative that JJ never mentioned the people that abducted him, when in fact he did, and it is on record that he did so. Senior officers from police should be able to state that. What further happened today is that he was taken to Ibex Police. At Ibex Police, they said they were going to administer a warrant caution and an arrest. It was surprising and shocking, and I wouldn't be surprised why our client went into yet another scene, because they decided to charge him with aggravated robbery. Or rather, they read a warrant caution and were preparing to charge him for aggravated robbery, which they haven't done, and they didn't finish the warrant caution before he got into a convulsive state. They are charging him for aggravated robbery, purportedly of the camera as well as a lens that belongs to the Post newspaper, saying that he robbed those from the gentleman called Suka. The gentleman that has been going around saying that the 12,000 that he may have gotten in the matter that happened in 2016 was possibly not sufficient. As you may be aware, in 2016, Mr. Banda, together with others, was charged with an offense of assaulting Mr. Suka. He went through trial, at which he pleaded guilty. The appropriate sentence was given by the magistrate, and Mr. Suka was compensated. The state has revived that this time around, saying that they are going to prefer a charge of aggravated robbery, as well as attempted murder over the alleged beating of Mr. Suka. That is what they intend to bring. But as you may be aware, Article 18.5 of our Constitution guarantees each and every Zambian rights. And that particular right that is guaranteed in Article 18.5 is that if a person is going to be charged, he should be charged with everything that relates to that incident at the same time and dealt with. You cannot enhance the sentence unless through the appeal process or review process that is established by law. The state can't come back 8 years later and say, over and above what you were convicted of, relating to the same facts, we are going to prefer this charge and that charge against the same person. The state can't do that and should not do that. We have the record, and we'll be making that record available for everyone to see what exactly went on, and that this is a closed matter. This is only intended to shut Honorable JJ up. It is intended to make sure that justice does not prevail over the abduction of JJ. He has named the persons that abducted him. Why are the police moving in to call them, question them, and possibly detain them in the same manner that they have detained Honorable JJ? They are subjecting him to so much stress. They want to make him seem very unbelievable. And it is no wonder that even the president himself had to refer to the issue of JJ. Is JJ going to get justice in this jurisdiction? Is anybody going to come through for JJ to ensure that justice is done? Let us deal with the issue of his abduction. It is a much more recent issue. The issue that happened 8 years ago is a closed issue. And for that, we have been given instructions by the family, and we will be taking this matter to court because it is unfair. It is not right. It is against his constitutional rights that he should not be tried twice for the same offense. He can't be tried twice. He was already convicted, and as such, this matter can't take off, should not take off. It is intended to keep him in custody, to keep him out of circulation, because he has to tell the public, he has to tell the story. Even when he told the police, they have decided, like in today's report, Ray Hamonga is saying that he never mentioned his abductors. The police are well aware that he mentioned his abductors. They are just uncomfortable that the abductors are close to the powers that be. Let justice prevail for JJ. Let there be justice for JJ. And we're calling for justice for JJ from every woman in Zambia. All the human rights institutions, let's ensure that JJ gets his justice. We shall litigate, we shall seek justice in court, and we will get justice for JJ.
Are they not able to answer a few questions or ask a few questions?
Yes.
No, this is not for the camera.
Okay.
No, not for the camera.
Questions? There are questions?
Are you able to state the names of those that have been named?
The people that have been named are Hamasaka, Trevor Mwende, as well as Mr. Levin Goma. Those are the people that have been named. This lead having been given to the police, they should be able to follow that lead. They should be able to follow that lead. We expect them to ensure that there's justice for JJ. You may be aware that the time that he was being interrogated, or the time he was being asked about his abduction, he was explaining to a group of 12 police officers, at least 12 police officers, some of whom refused to give their details, to introduce themselves. Then when he was asked if he knew the abductors, he said he knew the abductors, and he requested that those that did not introduce them, or at least those that he did not know, should be asked to leave, so that there were a few police officers, and I'm advised that Mr. Timba and Mr. Chipepo were present together with Council Sakura Sikota when the persons were named. So if these persons have been named, it is for the police to continue with the investigations. Yeah, they have to continue the investigations, call them in, and do what they ought to do. This issue of going back 8 years back over a set of facts whereupon JJ was already charged and the matter was concluded can't work to shut him up. If he can't speak now, he will speak later. If the police can't help JJ get justice over his abduction, no one is safe. No one is guaranteed of any safety if the police are going to act in the manner that they are acting. It is unheard of that a member of parliament would be abducted, and the next thing the police are saying, we're going to charge you for what happened 8 years ago. They were given that information. Let them follow it up. Let them not victimize and persecute JJ. Let them give him justice. Let them give the people of Zambia justice. It is not in the interest of Zambians that our members of parliament should be abducted. Unless they are able to discount the evidence that JJ gave them, they shouldn't be proceeding in the manner that they are proceeding. JJ is innocent of this offense that they're trying to bring upon him. He was already tried on the same set of facts. They can't bring it back again.
Great. And those that have been named, why do you think they have not been caught?
That is for the police to answer. They must answer that particular question. Why haven't they caught those people?
What's the state of his condition now? What's the...
Well, he's being attended to medically. As you may be aware, he's, the post-traumatic stress disorder has crept in, and he's still in Minasoko Hospital.
Look, we saw the Honorable Minister of Health just driving out what agreement as the hospital and the ministry decided on his situation? Does Minnesota have the capacity to treat him?
I can't answer that.
Thank you.